I think there are 2 to 3 trends. First, we are definitely in a breakthrough innovation period, which obviously comes with new solutions, much more competition, opportunities, and likely some winners and losers in the industry. Well, first, we see a continued growth in revenues and even a faster growth in the volume of data that will be consumed by the market. So one major trend is the addition of new satellites, new sensors, and many more data. We even got announcements of new constellations projects this week in very high resolution, while certainly many constellation projects will bring much more data and services. I think it's a combination of both. Certainly, especially to get their first revenues, they will need to get into some of the existing verticals and clients just to generate their first revenues. But clearly the name of the game is to get into new customers to make the industry grow, which will also come through more analytics, software, and easy to use solutions for the end users. In these next 2 years, we are still in the development, testing phase, getting the products to the market, and some projects still need financing. And then in the next 3 years really is about testing the market, working with the clients, and also change the people may pay for data or EO services. I think it has to, but there are 2 parts to reorganization. As said by many of the leading players, they will have partly to reinvent themselves in the next 5 years. So one side is many companies will have to reorganize internally to address those new verticals or opportunities. And the second is, it would be no surprise to see much more strategic partnerships, if not any merger or acquisition in the sector. Those cycles are shortening. It's not about thinking of the next 10 or 15 years for a new program. It's about the next 3 to 5 years. So what's the window opportunity, how to get to the business quicker? And I think building satellite is one thing. Access to space is still a big issue to be in service. And then the software and working very quickly with customers. I think one of the issues remains that part of this industry remains driven by government decisions. So you still need to be aligned with certain government cycles and budgetary issues, for example. One of their priorities is still to serve and add value to their existing key customers, and for example, defense. And one of their priorities is to differentiate even more. The other priority, I think, expressed by them is to still do some vertical integration. So at least developed platforms to access data in a much easier way moving forward, building on archive and new imagery, and possibly develop services directly for certain segments. Inhibitors are still both sides. Many people will say that still imagery is not easy enough to use to really get a larger adoption. And I think another inhibitor remains time to innovate, procure, go to the market and bring the new solutions. So this has to be together, and I think developing new relationships with new players in the analytics, big data environment, new players will be a key issue to have the data really embedded into more decision process. I think 2 things. The video side will happen, but may still have to find market, real applications, meaning that make business, that have business important for decision makers. Small satellite is clearly a trend. It can be cheaper or very efficient. I think the trade-off bit will be small satellites, new capabilities, many more of them, but also products you can rely on. I think it was highlighted in some sessions, the reliability, accuracy of the product, a stable product that people can rely on will be very important. So smaller satellite, much more agile, but also confidence that they provide a continuous quality of service. I think at the moment it's not obvious, but the fact is we'll have more solutions addressing different data requirements and a greater variety of products and space infrastructure and ground segment as well. It was mentioned by some of the leading players in the geospatial world. I think they would be happy to have many more data and data that are different in accuracy, from various satellite assets. So I think will be more for diversity. And even the leading player may invest into different assets as part of their fleet. And it's also where we'll see more partnerships between the companies. I think there are different aspects. One is, well, with the number of satellites that will come to the market first, latency or how much time you need between different images, how often you can refresh data, which was discussed on virtual reality yesterday. So if you want to have change detection, decision making, this will be a change. So having cheaper sensors obviously can allow to have more of them actually in orbit, much more sources of information and fresh data, which is an important trend. I think moving forward, Euroconsult has been helping the players to develop and work together. So there are two directions. Platforms like this conference are just like the imagery sector. People come share information to work on developing new projects. The other part has been core activity of Euroconsult has been helping decision makers to make decisions on what is the competitive landscape, where are the opportunities, what would be the right solution for them, and would there be a customer or a government looking for a right solution, or private players trying to break through. And obviously a large part of what we do is also helping investors to figure out what business models will make sense in this environment.